So for today, I'm going to show you how I sculpt the nail. I'm going to be using the Valentino monomer and acrylic powder. This is in the shade Perfect Nude. Brush size I use is size 8. I already dehydrated and prepped the nail. I'm going to dip the brush in the monomer and then I'm going to wipe it halfway off, just like that at an angle. And on this wet side here, which would be the top, I'm going to bounce in the powder, just like that. And I bounce a couple times. Now I'm going to place the bead here and let it go. Wipe the brush. Now I'm going to form the nail. I am following it around the natural nail. And then you want to keep wiping your brush, just because if you do not keep wiping it, the acrylic is going to clump up on the brush. And you're pushing the sides just like that so it doesn't flow down here. You want to keep it clean as possible. So you should have something like that. You see how it has numbers here on the form? I like it to be at number 5. So I'm going to put the acrylic on the 5. So I'm dropping the bead there on the number 5, and then I'm going to drag it down. Clean up the sides, drag it down. Clean up the sides and drag it down. Keep doing the same thing. I am dragging the sides up and then cleaning it. And I'm going to see where my number 5 is, and my number 5 is right here. I'm going to add some more acrylic. Just like that. And then I'm going to push it. And then I'm going to just pat the acrylic just like this. And then I am pushing the sides so it does not flow. And then I'm going to cut it off right here. Just like that. And then if you see that it's still flowing down, you're going to just push the sides up and just make a clean line. Push it up and make a clean line. Now I'm ready to go on the natural nail. I'm going to grab a bead and place it. Just like that. Wiping the brush, and I am pushing. I'm going to push the acrylic as close as possible to the cuticle without flooding the cuticle. And I am going to brush it down. So I am pushing the acrylic as close as possible. Grabbing another bead size, going to place it, and then I am going to pat it. Make sure you have your nail forming down just like that. That way if your bead runs, it can run downwards. If I feel like the bead is too wet, once I pick it up, I'm going to lean it on the napkin just like this. That way it can absorb any wetness. And I'm going to just continue to form the nail. Going in with clear acrylic. And I'm going to be placing it here and just dragging it on the nail. So I pat it and then I drag the side. Now I'm going to be placing the acrylic here, and I'm going to pat it here, and then just dragging this down here. So you should look at the side profile and you see how there's a dip right here. That's where you would want to add more acrylic. And then it's not going to be as lumpy and as bulky as it looks here once you shape and file. Now you're going to check if the acrylic nail is dry. The way you do that is you tap on the nail. If you hear a sound like that, that means it's dry. If you do not hear the sound, that means it is not dry. So since it is dry, I'm going to remove this nail form. just like that. As you can see here, I have the C curve. So the first thing I do is I file the top. The nail file I am using is from OKM. I got it from a nail supply store. So what I do first is I file the top here. Just like that. So what I do is I push down my skin just like that. And I put the file in here. And then I just start shaping it. Same thing on the other side. You hold down your skin and then you're going to fit in the file. Once I'm done filing the sides, I'm going to grab the file and I'm going to run it through just like this. This is to even out any dips that you have in your nails. So it should look something like this. Now I'm going to grab my nail drill and put on a sanding band. So since my nail is pretty long, I do not want to go in with the drill this short. See? You cannot do that just because of how long the nail is. So what I want to do is stick this barrel out pretty long. Just like that. And then I'm going to turn on the nail drill. I'm going to go around the sides. Now I'm going to run the barrel through my nail, just so the nail can be even. Now I'm going to run it through the sides, using a nail buffer to buff out the nail. And then the nail buffer is to make your nail smooth with no sharp edges. Once you're done with the nail, you're going to wash your hands just to remove all of the dust.